Hello and welcome back to Tharek Plays Blood Bowl 2, today with our last human match for the foreseeable future, apparently, as the Legendary Edition is supposedly about to hit. It's still set to just September, although there is a release date for the beginning of September, but everywhere we look, except Steam, it just says, well, even on Steam, I think it only says September 2017 so far. So we'll have to wait and see. But, well, it's gonna be more Nurgle. Once we are done with this match today. So let's try to give ourselves a nice send-off with this team, yeah? As we can see, we have our 12 players. I'm not gonna go and buy player number 13 right now. I want to save the money, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's see how long finding an opponent will take today. As usual, a little bit, so see you in a moment. And here we go. It's a mirror match. Did we have a human mirror match already? I don't think so. But I'm not sure, but this could be interesting. So let's see what they are fielding. 4 coach assistants, 3 cheerleaders, 3 rerolls, Mighty Blow Guard, Mighty Blow Dauntless, Mighty Blow Dirty Player, that's a bit weird, 3 block linemen, 1 with tackle, a catcher with sprint and block, a thrower with agility plus, that's pretty good, a guard, ogre, and another lineman. Ooh, okay, he's got lots more block than I do. We'll have to wait and see. Also, if he's gonna spend some of his own money, he did go a little bit over his own limit there, so his team value is already 10 higher than it should be, but it, in this case, obviously didn't do too much because he has the lower team value in this case, and if he only had 150 here, he would just have 40,000 in petty cash right now, so I think at least, so it wouldn't really change much. But that's what I feared, that he was gonna go for a wizard, so that's gonna be an issue. I'm not quite sure about this one. He has more block than I do. He has a nice thrower with agility 4, which could be good, so ball handling will be no issue for him. He has some mighty blow, but so do we. His ogre is better than mine. He has more guard. But my blitzers overall should be better than his. Especially Zasha with his Mighty Blow piling on Dauntless. Fun, and we also have our Frenzy guy, whom we might be able to serve with, so we'll have to wait and see. What we can do here. The wizard is obviously a bit of a problem, so I'm not quite sure how this will go overall. Well, he gets to choose what it's going to be, though. I assume he's going to go on offense first. We both have 12 players, so 1 reserve player each. That could come into effect at some point, depending on player removals and the like. But we'll see. Yeah, so we get to set up in defense or on defense. The big question right away is, do I set up my ogre on the line of scrimmage here? I don't think so in this case, but that means I do have to set up my dirty player, pretty much. And I'm going to set up in a way that he can't use his guard that easily, and then we are just going to stick to our standard defensive setup here, I believe. Or do we want to close down the sides more against him? He is fast enough that would influence things, but I think we're just gonna play it easy right now. Let's see. So I need to figure out how to set up first before we do anything else here. And how deep I want to go if we want to set up like this now. I think we're gonna go back to here. But the main issue is here I will have to expose some players that I do not really want to expose. At least one. So I have to figure out which one it is. I can't really go for Carsten here, mainly because he's already got a niggle. So I should try to set him up in a way that he can't be hit that easily, but I also don't want Stefan there. I think in that case we're gonna go with Tim. I need my thrower as well, otherwise I would probably use him. But yeah, in that case we're just gonna go with this, I guess, and switch these two maybe. And then like so. Get the guard over there. Yeah, that seems okay. Okay, so what can we say? He does have a few too many coach assistants and cheerleaders for my taste. The Dauntless is mostly meaningless aside from our Ogre, but we also have our Dauntless guy that would only help in that area. Not sure where he went Dirty Player there, if that's a misclick or not. It might have been. This guy is obviously pretty good. He's gonna pick up the ball on a 2+ thanks to a Sure Hands reroll. It's gonna be a pretty good one, a good pickup as well. So he starts with an Ogre block, which is already, at least for me, as always, a bit telling. I disagree with that, and he also already used the reroll. The Loner worked, but luckily the reroll didn't yield a knockdown result, so we can be happy about that. But he went for a very aggressive reroll on his first block with the Ogre. That's not something you should do usually, because it has a 50% chance of failing. So we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen there. I have, of course, 5 rerolls now. I still have the... Oh, thanks for the push. And he is going to push me out of there instead of pushing me diagonally, which would have given him another block, since he went with the guy that he could only push me out of there with. But what I wanted to say is, thanks to our leader, we obviously have 4 rerolls instead of 3. And so far I've stuck with that, even though I usually tend to just go with 3 rerolls, because with the humans it feels like I tend to use the 4th reroll regularly. But at some point I would like to reduce that to just 2, as I did with my orcs as well, so that we have 3 including the leader. Oh wow, really? I was wondering if he would go for something like that. I did not expect him to actually do it. But that's interesting to see. Yeah, I mean, what did you expect there, buddy? That was kind of a waste of a perfectly good... wizard. Well, it had the potential to hit a lot of mine, it just didn't. So do we want to disengage or do we want to keep him in there? I think I'm going to keep him in there, but not follow. I don't really want to be next to these guys, as you might expect. And then I'm going to back away again. We might also want to try to get a player next to the ball, but that would be a GFI, which means I will move my players first. You know what? The Ogre is better served over there, I believe, because if they're going to block him, they could follow up into him, and then he will get some counter blocks, which is always lovely. He could go through the middle right now because of the spacing. Maybe I should have gone there, but it's too late now, so we'll do this instead. And yeah, okay, so now I'm gonna go for that. Let's put ourselves next to the ball. Over there, it's a little bit closer. I could have gone there as well. I could also try to pick it up. Ooh, probably should have thought about that earlier, but I don't think we are going to do that. I'm just going to set up a bit defensively there. Let's see how far he can go. Oh, he could get there as well, depending on how the dodges go. So I'll tell you what, we're going to put you right there. He's going to stay back here. We might want to dodge with this guy as well, but I think right now I'm going to try and get next to the ball first, but for that I need to see how the dodges work. Obviously I'm going to fail them. Nope. I tend to fail my first dodge roll, at least that's the impression I'm always getting. Okay, there we go, and I'm going to GFI again. And I have 5 rerolls. We have more than enough to risk this right now, so now I have 2 tackle zones on the ball. Could have gotten a 2-die here if I tried to go in more aggressively, but I wanted to stay away from his ogre to not give him a chance to hit me there. So let's do this. We're going to move him up to there just for the spacing. It's not good spacing that I have right now here in any way, but I want to try to dodge away. It works, and then we are going to put him right there. Mainly to, yeah, just keep him from running away with this. It's unlikely that he can do that, but mostly we have a very solid core with some outliers here that cover the sides with our most important player in the back protected. He's just moving his guys in. The bonehead, is he going to reroll that? He went aggressive with his first reroll, so I wasn't sure what he was going to do. Yep, there we go. So Dauntless is going to come into effect. I mean, we had to expect that. Let's see what's going to happen. He's not following in, as he should. But that's why you put these guys behind them right away, because that way you can just either get the counter block right away, which now we do still get, or we just, yeah, keep him from going in and creating a little bit more of a distance between us again. So what is he doing with this? Is he just trying to pick up the ball out of 2 tackle zones now? Is that what's going to happen? That's what it feels like right now. He should pull at least 1 player back. He's giving me... Right now it feels like he's giving me the touchdown, more or less, which is weird. Why? Why is he not trying to go for the ball? I don't understand. Let's not question it and just be happy, I guess, but still, this should not be the case. I'm gonna risk it and follow in here because that's gonna give me a 2-die block right there. Ooh, the issue is if I only push, it's gonna turn into a 1-die, which is a bit of a problem. So I would like to... I'd actually like to blitz this guy, but for that we need to move first. Okay, yeah, we need to do the blocking first, apparently. Okay, nope. Not gonna happen. I'm not gonna push you. So if I blitz like this, it's still a 2-die. It's a bit risky because we're next to the ogre, but it is the catcher that I'd like to get. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay there. This is not ideal right now in any sort or way or shape, but that's okay. I'm gonna go in pretty aggressively and just try to see how this works out, and I'm also gonna try to be greedy once we get there here and just see how it plays out. So there we go. That's a block that worked though, so that's kind of nice. Do I want to follow? I think we do. Sure, why not? He's got the guard here. So what I want to do is try to pick up the ball with him and then throw a pass here. But we can't really do that right now. And I didn't want to move him up the pitch before picking up the ball, so we are just going to do this right now. And then I am going to cover him and try to throw a pass with him next round, and then he's going to catch it, and then both of them will level up. It might not work out, in case you were wondering. I think I'm going to risk the 1-die here, because dodging away is pretty bad. We still get the turnover, so that's kind of horrible, but oh well. He would have just blocked one of these, moved in an assist, so I could have either dodged or tried to knock him down, and I decided to try and knock him down. That way, this guy moving in is not as efficient, especially where he put him right now. So right now he's not playing for the ball at all, which I usually just see from Chaos teams and not from human teams. He's ignoring the ball completely and just trying to knock down as many of my players as possible, apparently, right now. That's what this feels like. He went for the fireball right away. He's fouling. I'm not going to give up there, buddy. I don't know what he's thinking, but this is the one I'm worried about. Okay, it's only a stun. Everything's good. I can score a touchdown next round, and I think we probably will. Assuming we make this work here. Maybe try to disengage a little bit over on this side, but we'll have to wait and see. I could just not take the risk and just score. But why? What's going on? Right now we're waiting for opponent. And there he disconnected. Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna pause the recording right away and we'll have to wait and see if he comes back. If he doesn't, I'm gonna search for a new opponent. This is not a satisfactory last match if that's the case. This might be a free win now. We'll see. So, no, he's back. Okay. Spoken too soon. Oh, no. Well, oh, this rewound. Okay. So I saw that already, but he didn't. So, what? So I spoke a little too soon, as always. Again, if he wants to foul, he should at least do this block first, because it's another 2-die. An easy 2-die as well. He also should not blitz from there. Why? Guy. Blitz from up there. Yeah, I have dodge. This is meaningless. Right now. If he had blitzed from up there, he would have gotten a 2-die. I get the feeling that this guy is not too well versed in Blood Bowl. I think that's not too big of a stretch to make. Let's see, is he gonna pull more players back to try and actually stop me from scoring? He could bring his catcher back there. Ooh, that's... yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't have block. What he has going for himself is that he has a pretty good amount of block on his team. Most of his linemen have block. Well, I tend to not go block there first, but utility skills, so dirty player and kick, but they tend to also just die or get permanent injuries, which is why we don't really have a lot of those. But yeah, he apparently is looking for a good foul target, which, I mean, sure, if he really wants to. Let's see if that's gonna do something. It might also get his nice, decent catcher ejected. Let's see what's gonna happen. He injures me. He did not get caught. So that's kind of annoying. And it's a niggling injury. Hooray! So we're gonna go with an MNG instead. Okay. So aggressive foul move from his side. I do not appreciate that. But let's see what we can do about this, shall we? Well, it basically right now means I can't really go for my plan here, because I don't really want to have him fouling me anymore. If we can avoid that, but I think I'm going to try and take one risk here, which is this 1-die right now. And the push is what I needed, but now this guy has agility 4. Is it the right player? I think it is. Yeah, so we're gonna try to make this work. It's a bit of a risk, but it's gonna serve this player if we make it work. Thank you. And that could be an injury as well. Right now, I'd like to remove some of his. It's not an important player on his behalf, and we only get the KO, but at least he's out. I could stall this out longer, but we still have our killer locked next to all of these guys, and that's a bit of an issue. And he can... I could possibly make this work and try to get this. But is it worth it to try and delay this for one more round? He will just blitz here, but he'll get free blocks if I don't. I'm not completely sure if I want to try this right now or not. We're not really in danger here. I think we can at least try to block with the ogre against the dauntless guy, just see how it plays out. If we get an armor break, but our ogre is just not doing anything as per usual. He will get free blocks regardless, so I might as well. This guy was so important. I don't have any guard left, which is a problem. I think I'm gonna just try and make this work here. And throw the pass, see if we can get the touchdown, see if we can get the skill up. There we go, we throw the ball, we catch the ball, so he levels up. He doesn't get an easy block here, and the best he can get is a 1-die. And even if he does, it's fine. I think I'm also going to try and dodge him. At least all of my dodges are working. That's not what you would expect usually, but I just didn't want the ogre to get an easy block here. And then I am going to put myself right there to deny him some assist options that he has right now. So what he could do is move one of these guys to here, block him away, and then get the ogre in for an assist, but he decides to use the ogre for blitzing, which also works out, obviously. Let's see if it does him any good. Not so far. And he will get some assist options here, but that's also why he's there, so that we can deny at least some assist there. Oh, but he's going for my killer. Oh yeah, well, should have expected that. Let's see if that's gonna cost me. That's something we had to worry about. But apparently he's just a guy that's completely focused on player removal. You do you. Let's see if it turns out okay for him. We might be winning the match, but we might be losing some players in the process, and we might be losing some important players in the process. This also does not give him an additional assist. I'm not sure why he's doing that, because we have a player there. He goes for a 1-die first. Gets it. Bummer. He injures another one, because I can't get those, but he can. So now he will definitely still be at 11 players, because he has a reserve player, and the guy's only KO, while I will be down to 10 permanently. And one of them is kind of important, so I assume he's going to foul again. Let's just hope that he will remove a player of his own in the process. Oh, it's his dirty player as well, okay. Eeks. Got through, got a KO. Good moves so far, unfortunately, with those. And he did not get caught once again. I kind of hate this. Quite a bit. It's not what we were envisioning for ourselves here. Gets the 1-die as well. My god, could you do anything a little bit better, please? This is way less than ideal. This is good, though. He's gonna re-roll it into, unfortunately, not a knockdown for himself. So no attacker down on that front. I'd love to do this, but it would also cost us if we do that. I can't really risk anything here. And we can't go for much there, so we'll bring him in right there. I'm still gonna stand these guys up, obviously, well, except for him, apparently. Let's bring him down here as well, just to counteract some potential fouling again. Then we're gonna block him. Push is fine, it's not ideal, but it's good enough in that case. Because what I need right now is to blitz here, to, in case I don't get a good result, we can at least still make that. I could have served this guy as well, or I could still, but we're gonna score now, because he's just gonna keep fouling, and I can't really let him do that. Or I'm not really interested in letting him do that. Not sure if it's the right call, but we'll have to wait and see. Please let my KO come back. Yes, thank you. So at least I will still have 10 players. He has 11 remaining, which is bad, but there's just nothing we can do about that right now. So we have to work within what we're given. We're waiting for opponent again. I still have 4 rerolls left with 4 turns remaining. He still has half of the first half left himself. So there's a decent chance that he could still score, but I don't know. I don't like this. And our apothecary is already gone, which does not bode well for us. He's been proven, or he has proven to foul quite excessively, and I'll have to try and counteract that in some way. But fouling myself is a bit of a risk at this point, because I'm already at a player disadvantage. We'll have to wait and see. My Mighty Blow just hasn't been doing what it was supposed to do. He just resigned himself to basically completely ignore the ball and just destroy my team in the process if he can, instead, to make this work. Why are we waiting for him again? This is just... what's going on? What's up with this internet connection? So, is he gonna come back this time? I don't know, the timing always seems weird, because now I've just scored, and now he's gone again, but I don't know. Maybe it's just a coincidence, and he's gonna be back in a moment, so I'm just gonna pause this time around, and see if we finish the sentence while he's coming back. Nope, he's not, so see you in a moment. Okay, he's back. So, let's see. I need to move my players and still be protected. Should we... I guess in this case now we expose the thrower, unfortunately. And leave the middle empty, more or less. So we have him right there, him right here, and then that's good. But we're gonna switch these two. Because... yeah, now we've got fast guys right here. With the slow one there, we have fast guys, or semi-fast guys right there. And then the ogre here. Yeah, sure, let's go with that and see what that's going to bring us. So I'm very happy that the fireball didn't do anything. Remember, just consider him removing 1 or 2 players with that fireball on top of everything. Our position would be kind of horrible right about now. But we'll have to wait and see. Pouring Rain is obviously good for us, assuming he actually tries to play the ball this time. He starts with the ogre again. Once again, not the best. He rolls a double one because he mailed the reroll again. Yeah, this guy is not interested in playing the ball. He's just playing for removal, which I hate, basically. I do not like this playstyle. I've been very adamant about that. It's not the first time I've pointed that out, but it's the first time that I have to say that about a human team, because usually it's Chaos that plays that way. But he also just should set up the ogre there, block diagonally, in case something like this happens, or, well, not something like this happens, but in case to give himself more blocks. See, in this case, he learned from that, and now he actually does give himself an extra block. He might go with the both down to give himself a better foul. There we go, but he just KOs us. So now we're down 2 players right now. I do not like where this is going right about now. And he can still foul us. We can just hope that he's at least going to start and remove his own players in the process. At some point. But he's getting very solid armor breaks right now, while I'm just completely not getting those. Yeah. Did I get a single arm? Well, yeah, we got one. We KO'd one of his, but he's been getting the much more solid ones so far. Feels like he's gonna foul him there after this blitz. Let's see, please, just a push. Nope, he knocked down everybody and everything. And at least he only got 3 out of 4 armor breaks. That's something, I guess. Not a lot, but something. Let's wait where this guy goes. He's gonna foul him. It's the target where he has... If he did... No, he does not foul. For whatever reason. He also left me a gap that I could move through. To attack him. Oh yeah, he moved. He's not playing for the ball. I'm gonna risk stuff. Because I wanna be out of his way. Pretty much. But yeah, why, buddy? Why are you doing this? Hello. I'm your friendly neighborhood catcher. So I'm just gonna abandon my defense again. Because we can. And then we're gonna go in and attack him. These guys I'm gonna leave back here for now. Because I need to see how this works out first. Before I move any further. This guy's just there so that they can't easily reach me here. Okay, we fail our GFI. First one as well, I believe. Yep, so that's a bit of a bummer. Let's see. We make the second one. The reroll and the second one. Make all of that. Yeah, push him back there. I know that it doesn't put him here, but it puts him further back and away from his team, which is what I want right now. Follow him in. And once again, no armor break. Will not pile on. In that case, obviously, the scatter is better for him than for me. And let's see. We are... Yeah, I'm just gonna... Put him right there first, and he is gonna do a GFI or two as well, I think. Or maybe not. Well, I could. He's gonna start fouling again, and I just want to be away from that. And try to score quickly again. I could go in there, but he's gonna get the assist. And I just want to save myself away from him. So, tell you what. No, he's gonna bring the ogre in there to get himself a lot of assists. Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 GFIs and move him up there. They might or might not fail. I'm fine either way. Yeah, no. Okay, yeah, no down there. I like more. Would have been a bit better in case he manages to get the ball and tries to get this way. Would have been better if he was there, but we failed and fell down, so it doesn't matter too much. These guys are in out of position now, but he's probably just gonna go back to fouling again. Which I still do not really like him doing, but it's not like I have any sort of control or say in the matter. So I'm just trying to get the most out of this while yeah, basically trying to avoid losing my team here. But is he gonna start to play towards the ball more, or is he still just going for destruction right now? He's not protecting the ball in any way. He could have protected the ball in multiple ways there, but he just let that open. Yeah, I expected that, but he has agility 4, so he can dodge away pretty easily. Assuming he doesn't lock me down completely there, but he's finally decided to go backwards. And this one is also nothing, and that's his last reroll. He used at least 3 out of the 4 rerolls that he had for unnecessary rerolls. He rerolled an ogre 3-die twice. He rerolled this one and another one. There comes the foul. We were expecting that, of course. And once again gets an injury and does not get caught, because why would he? So this guy is gonna get fired because it's a lineman with -1 movement. My god, we're in turn 6 and I have 3 injured players. This is not gonna end well for us. I hate this quite a bit. I don't like that this playstyle gets validated, but it's Blood Bowl. Obviously it can, and so it is. But I do not like this playstyle and playing against this playstyle, not only because it's gonna cost me. The thing here is I'm most likely... The only way he can win this if he manages to foul and remove so many players that I cannot stop him from scoring enough times to offset me scoring twice on his own half. Now, I'm gonna assume that I can make this. Let's see. I mean, this is not unlikely, which is why I was worried here, and why I still have to be worried here. Because if he decides to throw a pass, it's not gonna be good. But, yeah. This is kind of horrible, because now it's at the end of the world. And I have to try and get there. So how do I get there? I mean, there are some options that we have, and I just need to figure out how to approach this. I do not like this one bit, and this was actually a decent move, but he got very lucky with that pass. It's rain, and he rolled a 5+ pass there, unfortunately. So I'd love to try and pick up the ball with him. But right now that comes with some issues. So get the assist first. Which does screw this kind of over, but we'll have to live with that, unfortunately. Oh yeah, also only a 1 die right now. I forgot. Yeah, this is pretty horrible, and I'm running out of time and trying to figure out what to do. It all of a sudden became very difficult to actually make this work. Why did he get to foul so much? Okay, I have to completely retreat here. I do not like this one bit, but what can you do? So, hi. Which means we're going to push him onto the ball, which is not ideal, but right now I have to focus on prevention. We need to reroll that. Oh, come on. Why, though? Why, game? Good. Decent. Come on. Thank you. Finally, and that was an important guy. Okay, finally I get some removals as well. We need to make those work. Come on, give me the POW. Give me the POW. We got the POW. Thank you. Oh yeah, right there, obviously, and stay. Oh, another one, come on. Oh god. Oh god. I'm sorry. Well, he's gonna apple him, obviously. Hopefully not into a badly hurt at least, so he won't come back. That doesn't... Nope, okay, it's a badly hurt. Bummer. Okay, didn't make that in time. Whew, still, we are in a better position again here. It's all of a sudden become very unlikely that I'm going to win this. Or not win this, that I'm going to score right now, because he managed to make this very, very long pass work. That I'm not too fond of, but it was the better call to just pull everybody back, prevent him from scoring on me. I'm happy that we got the removal, at least. So, he might go down to 10 players if his KO doesn't come back. Which is not guaranteed right about now. We do have a KO player which hopefully will come back, but we're still at a disadvantage, but at least I removed an important player from his side. It's at least a start. What really... Oh, yep, and that's a turnover. Thank you for wasting your rerolls, buddy. I mean, seriously, this is... he should have still had some there. Was in by no means... Oh, he gave up. Ah, come on. Well... Really? This is unnecessary. And it cost us players still. At least we got a boatload of money to replace the players with. But yeah, I don't... Well, he leveled up, so that's already a bit of waste. Well, we can get him blocked now, which is at least a start. My god, seriously. So I'm gonna replace Thomas first here. He's gonna get fired. Let's replace him. I don't know. Sure, go with that one. Thomas, there we go. Buy and confirm. I probably right now would also want another catcher, possibly, but since this is for now the last match that we're gonna do with the humans, as unfortunate as it ended now. I don't really like that it did that way, but it's fine. It has to be, basically. At least we got another win, even though it was kind of an unsatisfying one. I don't know. It's a bummer, but what can you do? Not much. I could have given him kick as well, I think, but I'd much rather have the block. Don't really want them both on him. At least we'll leave this team at a decent state, because now we also have... Oh no, I do not want to fire him. Let's not go down that rabbit hole again. Okay, we rolled something normal. What do we go with there? Possibly Mighty Blow to give him another quicker level up, or try to. I would need more guard as well, but right now Mighty Blow does seem a bit better to give him the quicker level up here. I think I like that more. Mighty Blow, there we go. Because we've seen how long it takes to give him the 2 touchdowns to begin with, because I was unable to feed the touchdowns there. Maybe should have tried a little bit more, but I don't know. Now he has that, and unfortunate, bit of an, unfortunate end to that one. Unnecessary that he gave up there. He was by no means done yet, and if he had stuck to that tactic, he might have actually been able to remove more. Still not a fan of that play style. And if he had been ejected on one of those fouls, it would have cost him quite a bit, because he never used a not valuable player to foul with. He usually always went with a blitzer. Even if that one had dirty player, he also had block and movement 7 and Mighty Blow, I think he had as well. So that was a valuable player to risk with those fouls. He just never rolled a double, so there's nothing we can do. But yeah, pretty much nothing we can do about it. It's another win for us, and it's the end for the team right now with a weird mirror match that was kind of unsatisfying, but what can you do? Once we get back to the humans, at least they are in a decent state to continue, and at that point I will have to figure out if I want to go for another catcher. Probably, I guess, at this point, but we'll have to wait and see. So for now, I hope you still enjoyed the episode. If you did, please leave a like and a comment, and if you want to see me play more Blood Bowl 2 with Nurgle and the Elven Union once the Legendary Edition hits, just stick around. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope that you will tune in next time, and have a nice day. Bye guys!